welcome to our first episode of TLDR Thursdays, where we answer all your questions in video formats.
The top rated question for this week comes from the Gila Dreams from Georgia, USA, where she asks us what are our funniest moments in South Korea. So a lot of the funny moments come from the language barriers that you experience in South Korea. One of the funniest that I remember was when I was a teacher. We were doing a movie lesson in class.
I remember this story.
And they really wanted to watch Twilight. They voted on watching Twilight. So, okay, we start watching Twilight. And there's a scene in which Bella's father gives her some pepper spray. So I pause the video and I say, does anybody know what this is? And they say no. And I say, it's pepper spray. Do you know pepper spray? And they say no. And I say, okay. Oh, pepper is gochu. Okay, so you shake the gochu and you spray it in somebody's face. Then I remembered that gochu in Korean is also slang for penis. So I told him that you shake the penis and you spray it in somebody's face.
Awkward.
I'm very fortunate that my students were very young and very innocent, but I know that Martina was teaching it to her high school students afterwards, so I called her right away. I said, do not explain it this way. You do not know.
Okay, I have a really good story as well, actually. This one's a little bit awkward, involves Spudgy.
Yes.
So when we visited Canada last year with Spudgy,
Spudgy.
Spudgy got into this frenzy of humping stuffed animals because
He never humps anything
he
here.
He doesn't hump dogs or legs or stuffed toys, nothing. But I had this huge sheep bunny in Canada, and Spudgy would just go crazy on this bunny
for hours.
Yes, we had to stop him because
we didn't
he
know
looked
that he had
exhausted.
it in him.
Wow. Anyways, maybe it's his foreign girlfriend, but
I don't know.
So we came back to Korea and we didn't talk about it again. Spudgy never humped anything again. It was his serious long-term girlfriend.
Yes.
So we were going for a walk in the park together, and suddenly Spudgy stops. We're walking and he kind of pulls, and we look over and he's humping this stuffed bear that someone had dropped on the ground.
For some reason, there was a bear
a
in the middle of the track.
Bear. And Spudgy's like, oh yeah, I'm the Spudgy.
Bow chicka bow wow.
And Simon and I are like, oh my god, there are crowds of ajumas and ajashis and young people and teenagers, and everyone's walking past, staring at this green dog
and
humping
we're just staring at our dog make sex to this little poor bear.
Making the sex. Anyways, it was awful. So then we're like, okay, let's drag him away. He was locked. We're trying to pull him, and he is locked onto this bear and
fully gripped on.
We can't get him off of it. So we're dragging it awkwardly, and Spudgy's humping while being dragged, so that he's not at least in the view of the track.
Right.
So we're like, okay, what are we gonna do here? This is so embarrassing, and we can't just pick him up because he's still in humping mode.
We don't want to anything innocent bystanders.
Anyways, so we decided we made a plan. Spudgy loves food more than he likes to hump animals. So I went over to a tree and I crackled some plastic bag, and I was like, hey, what's this, Spudgy? This food is delicious. And Spudgy was like, food? Nams? And so Spudgy ran over to see what it was. And at that moment, Simon ran up to the bear at full speed.
Kicked it as hard as he could.
And it launched into the forest.
Cleared the trees. And I'm sure it landed in some happy girl's lap. And she's like, hey, teddy bear from God.
Anyways, Spudgy turned around and he's like, there's no food here. And he was heartbroken. His eyes was he was you know.
Where's my girl?
Where's my girl?
We just hit it off so well.
Such a special moment together.
So that's it for our TLDR Thursday this week. If there's a question you want to ask us, head on over to our bonus page and leave it in the Google moderator.
Or you can vote up or vote down for other questions and hope that we answer it next week.
Asa!